We're back. It's Wolf&Pooch. And today we have a topic that is always a hot topic, social media, dating and social media. You know, should you post your significant other? When should you do it? All those things. So, some people feel like you should keep things off of social media. Some people think that, it's important to have that. So I don't know. We're just gonna get your opinion on what you think about that. How do you feel about posting your significant other on social media?
I'm a big believer in, I like being private. I guess every now and then it's cool, but me in general, I just, I've always been a private person. So, and I know a lot of people think, when men say that, it's like, you're trying to cheat and hide and all that stuff. But to be honest, even I always say this, I could post you every day of the week and still cheat. So it has nothing, I don't believe it has anything to do with,
True.
hiding it, because people show their significant other off all the time and still cheat behind their back. So it just depends on what type of person you are. And I feel like that'd be worse. I feel like if somebody was showing you off and still doing you dirty, then that's worse. So, but me, I'm just more the private type. I'm like, that way people can stay out the business and, they ain't got to be, cause you know how it go. They looking for they reading in between the lines of every post you do.
True.
Trying to see if you took the pictures down. All that extra
stuff. It gets to be a thing. I know. So, here's the thing. I like privacy too, but I also don't like it to, like, there's a thing, it's private, not secret, right? So it should be implied that there's someone in your life. It shouldn't be like, okay, like there's no, like there's no evidence at all. That to me is weird. That's shady, and the way I say that is like, what would be the point? Now, you don't have to put everything on there. Like, I like to feature, when we go places and do things that but yeah, not every single thing needs to be on there. But I agree with you. It does get to be a thing of like, then you got people paying attention and it's kind of like, okay, well, what's next, or this and that. So it could become a thing. And then what happens is some people feel like they have this pressure to post too, and so then it's like, I haven't done so in a while. It could get messy with that.
Pressure to post.
A pressure to post, like, I haven't posted for a while, maybe I should post something. No, it gets to be psychological, right? So I think every now and again is fine. I don't think you need to have this person featured every single day or whatever. Maybe just highlight some of the important events, like trips or special events, stuff like birthdays or whatever. But that makes sense. But yeah, I just, that's for me personally. Now, what everyone else wants to do, but I will always go back to, it should not be a secret. Like, it should be implied that there is somebody in your life. And
I always say you could do like the thing, where you out with somebody and you don't necessarily post them, but you send a message that you out with somebody.
Yeah, but that could be it. Well, true. However, or you could put the person without tagging them.
You post their hand or their arm or something, but you don't necessarily.
That's what you do in the beginning. That's how you enter in. It's like the two glasses, the two plates. Like, okay,
it don't have to be just in
true,
but it could be until you ready to come out.
Right. I know. I mean, I feel like that's fine, but you also can get away with posting and not putting the person's name on there too. But there's different ways around it. I mean, it's all about whatever comfort level people have. But I think one thing that's important to mention is you really, at the end of the day, can't live your life by what people are going to think on social media, because there's so much fake, stories and things on social media. Like, you're never going to know the true thing anyways. Like you said, you could be posting, matching pajamas, and this guy, whatever, is doing this, that, and the other on the side, right?
Well, then you got the people who post they significant other just to kind of like act like everything is all good, just to kind of show off. So you got the other side of it too, which is when damn well it's their relationship ain't what it seemed, but on social media they portray that.
Well,
so I don't know. I'm more of is like what people don't know won't hurt them. That's how I've always lived my life.
Right.
You know, I feel like it's nobody's business anyway. To me, if a person is like tripping off of you posting them on social media, it's some deeper issues. That's some
Well, okay.
insecurities. I'm not saying like every now and then is fine.
Yes.
Like you going on a trip or something and you wanna that's different. But like when you if the person just needs you, oh, I ain't posting me, I ain't doing that. I feel like that's doing too much. You don't need to do all that. I mean, if the person want to do it, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too.
So let me ask
don't
you this.
Force a person to do it. You know?
Yeah, you shouldn't force it. But when do you think is the right time to do it?
Whenever you feel like it. Right. Ain't no right time.
Because I think a lot of people like, oh, it's been 6 months and he didn't post me, or like I've Like some people put timelines on it. So what do you think?
See, that's the problem.
I think it's different for every situation or whatever. I think the two people, my thing, I think both people need to feel comfortable with it. That's my guideline.
Society always trying to put timelines on like, oh, you should have kids by this time. You should be married by this time. Oh, post your girl by this time. Like, ain't no timeline. It's whenever you feel like you're ready, if you want to do it or not.
Right.
You know, why does it have to be? That's the problem. People always trying to impress other people or live by other people's standards.
Well, I don't believe in that.
And then if you don't do it, oh, he trying to cheat, or oh, he up to no good. Nah.
Well, by that same, some people are, right? There always is that. But I mean, true. But you're right. You can't live by those standards. You have to live by your own standards.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like when two people are ready to take that step, because it's like going public, right? Like, okay, like, well, here we are, because once you do that, I mean, not to say there's no going back, but, it's like.
As long as you know what it is in real life, off Instagram, then it's good. Like, as long as two people know what it is, it's good. Don't nobody else need to know.
Well, no, right, true.
Don't nobody else need to have an opinion. Or none of that. And that's how I feel about it.
I mean, because you're going to go places and be around people, so people are going to know anyways. But yeah, I feel you. It gets to be almost a job. To some people, right? Like, I got to do this, you know what I'm saying? So,
and it can mess up your relationship if you
see now that's where I'm going to disagree. So the only way that could mess it up is if the two people involved allow it to mess. Because let me ask you this, how could it mess it up?
Because let's say, for instance, all right, y'all posting and stuff and whatever, and y'all look happy or whatever. Then all of a sudden, the girls come in the inbox, the dudes come to the inbox trying to mess up. Then that's what happens. People see a good thing and they try to, let me see if. Then the exes come back. Let me see if I can still try to mess that up. If I can still get them back.
That's going to happen without social media. You realize that, right? They can text you.
Not necessarily,
out of the
because
blue.
What people, they can do that too. But I'm just saying on social media, it's giving them more of because now, I mean, to each his own. You don't have to care about it. I'm just saying it can open up.
Now, this is where I'm going to disagree with you on. That all could happen, what you just said. However, if the two people involved with each other have really good boundaries, they're not going to fall prey to that. And they'll be like, oh, hey, nice to hear from you. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just saying, it's just less stuff you got to deal with,
True.
Whether if you just don't post at all, you just keep it kind of personal.
But again, at the end of the day, don't you really, I'm going to try to get him to agree with me on this. Don't you really think that the two people involved, if there's a strong enough connection and bond, that they're not going to allow outside BS to mess up what they have? Don't you feel like that? If the two people know each other enough to, like, they know what they have, they know, are they going to allow that to come into play?
Oh yeah, it just depends. If the connection is strong, then yeah. But I'm just saying, it's just unnecessary stuff you have to deal with. And I'm all for keeping it as peaceful as possible. That's why, even in my past relationships, I would never post nothing. They'd be pissed too. But hey, I'm like, I don't care, because at the same time, look what happened. I didn't end up with him. So what was the point of posting all of it? That's how I think. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be with you for the long term like that.
That's why I said that's where I asked you about how long is enough time going by. I waited a long time to post you. I did. I waited a good amount of time.
Other than that, I don't post it. You know, of course, the women tend to post more. Like my exes and whatever, they'll post more. As far as me, I don't care. I don't do that. I feel like if you want to
You
post,
do
you can
sometimes,
post.
yeah.
But if I want to post, nah, I shouldn't have to post. Simple as that. But that's all I gotta say for that. You got anything else to add to the
No, I
people?
think I think like just to sum it up, like I think people need to do what works for them. Everyone's going to have a different situation. It's the two people involved need to feel comfortable, but there shouldn't be a timeline. I don't think that I think that's ridiculous. Like, you know, there shouldn't be a standard of, oh, it's been 6 months. It's, you know, now we, like the criteria is I need to be on your social media or something like that. So, but I also will say this, it should never be a secret. That's not okay. No one should feel like they're like, you know, not, you know, seen in some way, shape, or form. It shouldn't be secretive. So because you could be private, but not secret. So,
Alrighty.
all
I
right.
think she said it best. Until next time, y'all stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all think about the situation. And if y'all are in this type of situation to where y'all be, you know, trying to debate whether to post somebody or not, let us know. Give us feedback. And until next time, y'all stay blessed and out the way.